Hey guys, Anna here with Canine Co-Pilots. I am here with your second week 1 update for our sweet Parker Madison. And before I get her out today, I wanted to take a second and just kind of talk to you guys a little bit about some skills and some tools that I'm using in her training to help make new skills and new things more clear to her. So the main thing with training is that communication is really key. And the hard thing about that is that us as people are trying to talk human English language to a dog who doesn't speak English at all. In fact, they speak dog. And a lot of times human language and human body language is the opposite of what it means to a dog. So as we kind of evolve as a species and as we evolve as people, we've learned that it's a lot easier for a dog or an animal to understand what we're talking about if we're consistent and clear in our communication. So the way that I like to start every dog and the way that I train a dog is I utilize what's called marker training. And marker training can be done in various different ways. Like for me, I use a verbal marker, which is yes. Some people use chip or right or anything. I use the word yes. Some people might use a clicker that it's a simple sound, a simple word that says that's what I wanted and now you're getting rewarded. And ultimately, I would like you to repeat that behavior more often. So for instance, if I have Parker and I say sit and her butt hits the ground, that's yes. Yes marks when her butt hits the ground. The marker comes as soon as the behavior you're looking for is either finished or there's effort moved towards learning a new behavior. So again, I say sit, her butt hits the ground, I say yes. I say down, she goes all the way to the ground, yes. I say go place, she goes to her place bed, yes. Now, yes marks the behavior, but it does not release the behavior. Meaning, if I say yes, that doesn't mean she gets to leave. And we'll teach her what the rules of engagement and the rules of training as we go forward. But our release word, our word that allows her to release from obedience or for the behavior to end is okay. And that just simply says, okay, you're done. So if she's in a sit and I say yes, then I'll say okay, and okay means she can get up. If she's on her place bed, she must stay there until she hears the word okay, and that means she can leave. So another thing to remember is yes is the positive marker. That means that's the right thing, and okay is the release, but sometimes she's not perfect, right? So sometimes she's gonna make a mistake. And I wanna make sure that as her trainer and as her leader, that I'm being really clear and offering her information and feedback that tells her that that's not what I wanted and I want her to try a different behavior or go back to the one she was doing before. So in that case, I don't make a big verbal no, unless we'll talk about that later, but I just simply go and help guide her back to the right answer. So for instance, let's say she's on the place bed and she's sitting there patiently and she goes, and I'm leaving. And she goes off. In that moment, I would say, go place. And that is a verbal pressure. And eventually we'll pair that with a little bit of leash guidance or guidance from the e-collar. But it's just a simple way to be like, hey, that's not it, do something else. My last piece of information and my last marker variable, I guess, would be what we call bridge words. Bridge words are just literally that. Words that bridge the behavior a little bit longer. So for instance, she's on a place bed, she's sitting there patiently. I don't want to say yes yet, and I also don't want to let her go because she's not quite done or I want her to stay there longer. So I'll use certain bridge words that make her feel good, like good, nice, good girl. Those words just offer a small dose of dopamine to make her feel better about the things she's doing now and kind of make her feel good about doing it, and then offer her information that says, yes, please continue, but you're not quite done yet. So you'll see and you'll hear me say those words as her training continues, and all my trainers here usually use the same verbiage. And it'll be important when she goes home that you guys are utilizing the same sort of communication tools that we're using here so that she understands the same information from you guys as she does from us. So again, the marker word when she's done the right thing is yes. Her release from obedience, her release command is okay. Her negative marker or telling her to try again is and her bridge words or things you'll hear me say to help her continue doing the right thing, good, good girl, nice, super, atta girl, any kind of praise words. Those will be helpful for duration exercises like stays or go places or heel. I hope all that makes sense. I'm gonna go get her now, and I'm just gonna kind of put her through some paces and do some simple training today. And you can kind of see and hear as I use those marker words and bridge words, release words, all those things to help her make good, successful choices through training. So I hope that makes sense. I'll do my best to explain while I have her with me, but enjoy your show. Thanks. All right, you, come on. You ready to go? Wow. Parker, yes. Parker, yes. Good girl, sit, yes. Sit, yes. Good. Okay, good job. Super girl, you're silly. Sit, yes. Good. Sit. Good. Okay, good job. Sit. Good girl. Maybe down. Yes, down. Very good. Okay, good job, buddy. Parker, go place. Right here, bud. This is the place. Right here. Yes, good girl. This way. Place. Yes. Good dog. You never saw that place before. Go place. Yes. Good girl. You can already see, actually, when I say yes, her eyes get really bright. She looks right up right away. Good job. Okay. Good work, buddy. Oh, you're silly. Good. Okay. Go place. Parker. There you go. Good place. Yes. Good. Okay. Sit. Good. Down. Yes. Good, down. Okay. Good job. Good work. Nice job, buddy. Come on. Cool, guys. So that was some pretty good examples of kind of using the markers, using the negative marker, using that release word. The foundation on this dog is really nice. She already has some good skills, some sit, some down, all that good stuff. She's essentially, what we're doing now is we're clarifying all that. And this is going to be really important to remember how to use these tools effectively and efficiently when she goes home, because one of the main things, the main reasons she's here is she gets overstimulated and she gets worried, and then she'll get a little aggressive, and she was, you know, shitty with your brother or your dad. And I want to make sure that we're being fair and we're being clear to her. Come here, sit. And everyone who's interacting with Parker is doing it in the same way so that she knows what's expected of her and what's not expected of her. So if we're all speaking a different language, it's really hard to be clear and to be fair to each other. So we're not perfect yet, but we've got some work to do, and we've got some really nice things started. So we're going to keep going on that. I'm going to do some more training today, of course, through the weekend, and we'll kind of be in touch early in the week next week with some more updates. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching. Okay, buddy, come on.